Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and classroom of the James A. Hendricks School of Leadership. Normally, and I did do a podcast this morning, case study for marriage, but this is a field trip. This is a field trip. You're way beyond the bounds of Texas Tech. So, we are Odessa Toastmasters, and we're talking about what I see as the 5 leadership philosophies. I'm going to do it in story mode as much as possible. The first philosophy of leadership is the initiator, the person that takes the initiative. I think about my grandfather. The last 6 of his years of his life, he owned and managed a front-end alignment shop in Midland, Texas. And summers and weekends, I would come stay with him, and during the daytime, show up at the shop. And I would see him talk to the staff in the caring way. But he would say, hey, I need you to go take this Cadillac from over here and back it up in the garage. Or make sure you put the tools back in where you found them. So I learned a lot from him. And when he got the shop when I was 13, when I was 16, he got a bigger shop with a pit. And he had some teenagers and young kids working for him. And I remember one day standing over the pit, my grandfather said, okay, I need 4 of you kids down there to help me get this car over the little board to the pit so I can work. James, go back in the office and keep your grandma company. Well, what little time that I was there, summer weekends, I learned a lot about business, how to conduct yourself, how to be towards your customers and your associates from him. The second management leadership type is the manager. They're the ones that usually, they're barking orders, maybe sometimes even authoritarian. I think of my mother. When I went to high school here in Odessa, my junior year, my mother began working for the Odessa Food Service. We lived in between Midland and Odessa, and she was working for the Odessa Food Service on recommendations from family. It took her 5 years working for the food service to become a manager. And I remember it was in between my junior year and my first senior year in college. Yeah, I know, it's strange. 3 major changes, from public relations to journalism, broadcasting, to political science. And I thank the Lord I settled in with political science and mass communications. But seeing my mother, everything had to be so regimented in her office and in her kitchen, almost like it was the military. And so she told me some of the times she's had to come out and bark orders, or this is kind of just chit chat around the equipment, get to work. The third philosophy of leadership that I like is the supportive. I remember I was married to my ex-wife, and we were in network marketing together the first time, and she was the manager, barking orders, all authoritarian. And I'm like, settle down. You're not going to get anybody in the business acting like that. And she says, well, this is just my way. And I was the supportive one. I was like, team, have you ever thought about it this certain way? Or that certain way? And I had people who were part of our business was like, turned to her and said, he's such a man of God. He reads his Bible. Why don't you listen to him? Jimmy can help you guys. Of course, manager and creator influencer don't necessarily get along all that well. Supportive creator influencer. Okay, now the third leadership style
Green.
is the creator. I like to be creative in leadership. I really do, because you can do it just one way, but after time it gets boring. You need stimulation to go the right way. The fourth style, I believe, is what I think it is the innovator. They're the ones that are constantly keeping up the trends. And the fifth one is influencer. I kind of see myself as the supportive creator influencer. You can pick more than one philosophy to concentrate on, but you're going to lean more towards one leadership philosophy. Thank you, James A. Hendricks School of Leadership and fellow Toastmasters.